Good morning. Welcome to Sober Healing. I'd like to talk about flu season with you guys today and the natural remedies to get through it. I feel really sorry for some people. They're very sick right now, and the doctor's offices are full, the hospitals are full, they're having trouble getting medicine in, including antibiotics in some places. So these are the things that you can do that I have done for like 15 years that have helped me stay out of the doctor's offices, okay? I'm not a doctor. These are my recommendations that have worked for me. If you choose to try it, if you're unsure, please check with your doctor first. All right, I start off the minute I don't feel like myself, and not as energetic or not feeling as happy, I make a pot of soup. I'm always making soup in the winter, pretty much every Sunday. And that's where I'm going after we're done with this video. Going to get my chicken. Chicken soup in the freezer lasts really well. Also, you can have a fresh pot going. You can have soup all the time. It's just the liquid and all the ingredients in the soup that's so good for you, and it builds your immune system, and you've got that, hydration going. It's just wonderful. So, to make chicken soup, 4 ingredients. Chicken breasts, cut them up in chunks. Throw them in the boiling water with carrots, celery, onion. That's called the Holy Trinity. Cut them up in chunks, throw them in, and boil it for an hour, okay? And that's it. So now you've got your chicken soup. When you take the chicken soup and it's hot now, you're gonna put it in a bowl. At that point, if you boost it even more, what you're gonna do is add fresh garlic. 1 clove of garlic. What you do 10 minutes before you're ready to eat is you mince it, you put it on a plate on the counter, and you wait 10 to 12 minutes. Once it's sitting there for that long, it's ready. What happens is the garlic hits the oxygen, and it turns into a product called allicin. The allicin is the natural antibiotic that you need, especially now, okay? They can't get the medicine in, for God's sake, so you're gonna need something. And so this is the natural form of antibiotic. Once that's done, you can put that in your soup after it's sat there for 10 to 12 minutes, okay? Make sure you get the juices that it creates off that plate, because that's the good stuff. All right, so get your soup and get your garlic. Those are 2 main ingredients that I do right away. And vitamin C. I don't take a lot of vitamins, but I do always have vitamin C on hand if I need it. Mine is called liposomal. It's just a better form of vitamin C. Digests into the system better, so you get more nutrients. D and zinc are also very good for colds. I just don't take them, but other people do, and they swear by it, okay? So those are the 3 vitamins. Also, you got some plants that are good for the colds. Elderberry and echinacea. Now, you can always take things in capsule form, but if you can get things real, it's always, more beneficial. So if you can get it in dried herbs, that's better than capsule. And then you can make your tea, all right? That's one way of doing it. Eat more berries, that's even more natural, right? You can do raspberries, blueberries, cranberries, strawberries, anything berries is good to build the immune system during the cold season. Let's get to some more teas. Now, there is a tea called Throat Coat. This is a tea bag. I want to talk about it only because it's got a lot of good stuff in it. Marshmallow root, ginger, cherry bark, fennel leaf, organic cinnamon, oregano, and orange peel. This tastes good, but it's a tea bag. If you don't have time to do the other things I'm talking about with teas, you can at least buy this. It's called Throat Coat, and it does work. You can just throw some raw honey in with it, and you're all set. Quick one. What I do is I buy fresh turmeric and fresh garlic. I cut them up in pieces. Be careful if you do that with turmeric because it stains everything. I use paper plates and I wear gloves. Okay, and then I make a small pot and I put the chunks in there, boil it for about 10 minutes on a low simmer, and then strain it into, something where I can start drinking the tea, all right? But that's also so wonderful for inflammation. Also, if you get a cough, this is my remedy, and boy, does this work. My family was really impressed with this. You take raw honey, you put it in a teaspoon, and then you take a pinch of cayenne pepper, just pinch it in there, and then take a little toothpick and mix it together. You're gonna take little bits off that spoon, let it soothe down into your throat, and about every 10 minutes, just do another little bit until it's gone. Do that again, second time in the same day, and then do it twice a day for another day, and you won't even believe it. It completely changes the situation. It's a real good remedy. All right, viruses die in heat. I don't think a lot of people know that. So back in the day with our grandparents and great-grandparents, when they used to bundle up and get in bed, it was to try to sweat it out so that they could kill the virus while it's, while they're heating up. This day and age, we have heating blankets, right? We have heating pads. So you can just put a hat on, put a scarf on, get bundled up from head to toe, jump under there, and get on that heating pad, and it will help you to heat up even more. I know I've done it a couple of times. You wake up the next morning and you don't feel bad at all. You've killed the virus. Another way to do it, get yourself a space heater, put it in the bathroom, heat up the bathroom really as hot as you can, and then turn on the shower, let it steam, get it hot, go in, and while you're in there, everything is opening up. And while the congestion's loosening up, that's when you want to get rid of it. Make sure you can get, if you have to, cough it up or, blow it out or whatever, but get it out of there, because that's the time to take advantage of it while it's loose, okay? And you will feel 100% better when you come out. Let's go back to garlic, just real quick, because garlic, if it's sitting on the counter for the 10 to 12 minutes, you can add it to other things. You can make dips. I use yogurt dip, and I add some steamed broccoli that's been cooled. I just throw that in there with some spices, and I make a nice dip. Other people, they might want to put it in like a mayonnaise dip with avocado, right? Avocado, mayonnaise, mix it up, and then just put the garlic in that and spread it on the bread. People use it in their eggs because you must mix it with fat for it to do its job properly. Okay, so there's fat in eggs, fat in mayonnaise, the fat in the yogurt. Those are the things that you want to try to mix it with. And it just boosts the flavor. It tastes good too. Okay, the next thing I'm talking about is essential oils. We already talked about essential oils in another video. So the only thing I want to add to the ones we already talked about peppermint, which is very good for this, and eucalyptus. Those are the two. Now, if you don't want to buy anything else, you just wanted one or two in your house, the peppermint is good for more things. It will still help with the cold, along with the inflammation and whatnot, but I love eucalyptus. Okay, so what you would do is you would mix it with a carrier oil. A lot of carrier oil to a little bit of essential oil. So a little bit of peppermint to a lot of carrier oil, and you can put it right under here. Same thing with the eucalyptus, or right here on the chest area, okay? And boy, that helps break everything up, and you can start to breathe. It's all natural. It's real good. The other way to do this with the essential oils is to boil a pot of water, kind of a small pot, medium pot, and then take it off the stove and add a couple drops of essential oil, probably no more than 3. I would say start with 2. And you're gonna put your head over it, you're gonna put a towel over your head. Wait 10 or 15 minutes, and boy, that's gonna open up the congestion also. I think you'll be happy with that method if you didn't wanna, make it and put it on your skin. All right, the last thing I wanna talk about is decongestant spray. This is my pet peeve. I have listened to more people talk about those sprays, knowing what's in those sprays, chemicals and more chemicals. It's just not my thing. If you have to do a spray in your nose, try saline spray. All it is sterilized water and salt. They might add a little preservative in there just for the shelf life. It's still not as bad as adding medicine, which has side effects like the decongestant spray. So I think you'll be happier if you can just give that a try. If you have to go back to your decongestant spray, okay, but at least give the other one a try. It's healthier first, okay? So we made it through all the things. I hope there's a few in there that you can use. Don't forget raw honey. Raw honey is wonderful during flu and cold season. Put them in your teas. You can add it raw on top of things. You know, I love bananas, and so I'll slice bananas and then I'll just dribble the raw honey on top. Okay, something simple like that. I think we covered a lot of things here, and I hope that you found a few that you're going to try, and I just wish you well. I hope you all stay healthy during this season, and I wanted to just wish you a happy new year. And don't forget, we're doing this one step at a time. Stay with me and let's breathe.